congratulations, you have won the DAISY Award, and I have the pleasure of reading a little bit about the DAISY Award. It's an acronym that stands for Diseases Attacking the Immune System, and it was a foundation that was formed in November 1999 for a family of J. Patrick Barnes. He died at 33 from complications of ITP. They felt his nursing care was just wonderful and profoundly touched the family. They said, we were there to see the clinical skill that dealt with this very complex medical situation, the fast thinking of nurses who saved his life more than once, and that nursing excellence that took years to hone to the best of the profession. But frankly, as a patient family, we rather expected he would receive great care. It was why he was in the hospital. What we did not expect was the way his nurses delivered that care, the kindness and compassion that they gave every day. We were all awed by the way the nurses touched him and spoke with him. The way they informed and educated us eased our minds. They truly helped us through the darkest hours of our lives. So they wanted to say thank you, so they created this foundation so that we could recognize outstanding nurses. And you won this month.
Very good.
So I have a little background on Pat. Pat has been a nurse for 31 years. He started in the ED actually as a nursing assistant, I do believe, and then went to Med-ICU for a couple years.
Yep.
Did you work with Diane up in Med-I there too?
No, as a student here.
As a student, and then you came down here, worked with Diane as a side by side as a peer, and then I was actually a nursing assistant when Pat was down here working as a staff nurse. He's been a flight nurse with Air Care for 25 years. He has co-chaired the Air Care Safety Committee and assisted with a wide variety of other Air Care projects. He has served as a preceptor for many of the Air Care staff. He is an overachiever when it comes to certifications, as you can see from his badge. He has a certified flight nurse, certified emergency nurse, and certified pediatric nurse.
That is wonderful.
And this is his wife, Christy, who came as well today.
Nice to see you. All right.
And I get to read the nomination.
Do you think you know what the nomination is for?
Not 100%, no.
Well, you do so many great things, we're going to be able to highlight this one.
So Pat was nominated by a peer. Pat has once again demonstrated professionalism and care for not only the patient and family, but for his fellow nurse as well. Pat was accompanying the neonatal transport team on a critical twin birth. There were many different aspects to this particular run that made it extremely difficult and a little more stressful than normal. When the neonatal nurse needed extra help, Pat did not hesitate to stay at the local hospital with her while the helicopter was sent to retrieve another nurse and equipment. Normal protocol would have been that Pat returned to UIHC because he was well past the end of his shift. Pat was instrumental in the coordination of the care of the twins. With his many years of experience and his voice of reason, the twins were transported to UIHC in a safe and prompt manner. This is not an isolated incident for Pat. There are other documented times when very young patients needed assistance and Pat stepped up to deliver the kind of care that has given Air Care One such a great name. Please consider Pat for the DAISY Award. He would never ask for the honor himself. Congratulations.
So come this away and bring your wife.
Okay.
So this is the table of goodies that comes with the actual award. Cinnabon is actually a national sponsor. We don't have a Cinnabon, but these are Hy-Vee, correct? So we have a large platter of cinnamon rolls for you and your staff and your colleagues to share. To make it a little bit more authentic, we do have Cinnabon cinnamon. These are, of course, the traditional daisies that accompany the award, so we'll let her hold these.
That'd be great.
Because you get this as well. This is the actual certificate that comes in a facsimile of leather. I think it's a pleather covering, but the most important thing is on the inside, and it's the official proclamation of your status as one of our DAISY nurses, because we only have 12 a year, so it is an extraordinary honor, and we're just so pleased that you're this year's, or this month's recipient. We'll take photographs with this in just a moment. Perhaps one of the most beautiful things you get is a soapstone statue. This is called the Healer's Touch, and it's a statue that's actually created by artisans in the country of Zimbabwe. And what makes this even more special is that all the money that goes into purchasing these goes back to the country where they were purchased and where they were created, so that it continues to support the propagation of additional statues such as this. So this is yours as well. And then you've got so many certifications and such, but we also have for you, and you have to be careful when you look, because these are so demure, but there are 12 people a year that get this pin, and we encourage you to wear it as a display of your mark as one of our DAISY nurses. So congratulations again.
Thank you.